So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Total Extreme Wrestling for our 2011 playthrough. We are a couple of weeks away from SummerSlam and we have some shows to book and get into. So here we go. Let's take a bit of a recap of where we last left off. We had No Way Out about week 4 of July. We're in week 3 of August right now. So No Way Out, we had Triple H defeat Christian for the heavyweight title, 96 rated match. The Miz beat Joe for the IC title to win the IC title, by the looks of it there. Joe went berserk as well afterwards. Karma defeated Eve for the women's title. Lewington and Barrett beat the PWO. Paul Burchill joined that little group there as well. Edge defeated Truth. Melina beat Maurice. And CM Punk also beat Daniel Bryan. There you go. And we had The Undertaker show up and he laid out CM Punk to kind of announce that match is going to be happening. Okay. So let's get into Raw. Now, the other thing to note is that Serena indeed. So her contract, rather, I can say championship. Her contract, it came about and we had to give her a main roster deal. Now, she's more than ready for the main roster. She's actually got pretty good stats, to be honest. So I'm thinking I might just keep her on the main roster. Keep her on the main roster, let her join one of the brands. Not sure which one yet. I think maybe SmackDown could use another woman there. But, yeah, she is a heel. I don't know if we need heels or babyfaces. I think we need more babyfaces for SmackDown. I'll have to take a look at both brands and see where we're at. But, yeah, we do have her. She could have obviously joined up Raw and be a part of the Straight Edge Society that it's pretty much dead anyways, that group. It's just hanging on by a thread. But yeah, so we've got that. We've got something there for her. So we'll put her on. Make Morrison your figurehead. Morrison wouldn't have enough popularity to be the figurehead. See you, Cal. Thanks for coming up the stream, man. Appreciate you hitting that subscribe button and donating. You're awesome. Alright. Let's do Raw. We got it. Such a huge roster. I've been playing my 1998 save, and I might. I'll show you later. I'll show you at the end of the stream. But yeah, so I've been playing my 1998 save, so I'm really kind of used to having a bit more of a smaller, compact roster, and having so many people is going to be a little bit daunting. Show the titles. You want to see who's champ? Let's have a recap. Hardcore champs, RVD. Tag champs, Benjamin and Haas. Kennedy's ECW champion. Miz has Money in the Bank. Orton's the World Heavyweight champion. Batista and Ray, World Tag champs. Michelle McCool's Divas champion. Triple H Heavyweight champion. Miz, IC champ. Edge and Christian Tag champs. Matt Hardy's US champion. And Karma is the Women's champion. There you go. She's only had 3 title defenses? Really? When she win it? Not too bad. Not too bad. Well, we could do a title match here on Raw or something like that, or SmackDown next time we have her on. Okay. So, for Raw, we need a bit of a recap for Raw. We've done a bit of a SmackDown recap. So, Raw, we had Hulk Hogan. Jeez, we had him come back, return, and he hyped up Cena. And Orton RKO'd Hogan. Okay, that's pretty cool. Angelina beat Victoria. Chris Masters beat Yoshitatsu. Oh, Matt Hardy invited Ziggler and Swagger to the Hardy compound. Okay. I'm not sure what we're going to do there. Maybe we could put the title on the line at SummerSlam at the Hardy compound. That could work. Machine Guns beat Gold Justice. They challenged Batista and Ray. Masters feels he deserves a title shot. Hart says he needs a major win. So that's, we were going to put Chris Masters in the US title picture, I believe, to make it a triple threat or fatal 4-way, whatever it was going to be. And Shawn Michaels defeated Kane as well. Alright, so we could give Chris Masters a big win and kind of insert him into this as a bit of a wild card to the Hardy compound. More people in the Hardy compound, the better. Pair Chris Masters Trish Stratus as a manager to help out. It's a bit of a I could see it working, but Chris Masters has got pretty decent mic skills, and he's pretty over, actually. Wow. He's pretty much 80 popularity. Can you believe that? Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Baba, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you again. It's good to see TW back. Yes, it is. Very good. I'm happy to bring it back, too. I have been playing, but I haven't been playing this save. Just simply because I've been away. I basically went away for a week. And then when I got back, I had all these other videos to catch up on doing, and I just haven't got around to it. I was going to stream yesterday, but then I found out All In was on. I forgot about that. It's been a bit of a mess, but we're here. We're here, and we've got a show for you. So Chris Masters, who should he beat? Let's take them out. So he's only really got Goldust, Hurricane, Tyson Kidd. Well, Tyson Kidd's a pretty good opponent. Would give him a good match. They've had one match before, and one one-on-one match. And Tyson Kidd actually beat him, which is kind of interesting how far Tyson Kidd is. He's 66 pop in comparison to Chris Masters. Big difference. So we'll make this 15 minutes long. We'll make Chris Masters win. Give it storytelling. And we'll make this interesting. And we'll put Matt Hardy on there, just to keep the storyline moving. Make Masters US champ. This is what you've worked for this whole series. I think it is time. I think he's got to win that title very soon. I mean, you could have him win at the Hardy compound, but I mean, I don't know. You could do Matt Hardy retaining and then do a full-on Masters and Hardy separate feud after SummerSlam, I think, and then give Masters the win there. I think that might be the way to go, because since this is more Ziggler and Hardy, this feud, but just we put Masters in there to break it up a little bit, so it's not so repetitive, because we've done quite a few of them. With a hype promo, we'll give Mark Henry a promo and Kane. Now, obviously, I have been watching a ridiculous amount of 1998 WWE, WWF. So, in that, Kane is incredible. Kane's like one of the best characters on the roster. But then you go to this playthrough, and he's not quite there. So it's a little bit odd. But I'm going to give Kane a match anyways against Raven, and I'm going to give him a quick little win. Raven, 46 years of age, at that point where he's practically done, despite still having some popularity. So he's got a little bit of pop to give in a couple of areas. He's still got very good mic skills, so he's going to be more of a part-time wrestler, mainly just manager. And we might have Kane get beaten down by Mark Henry in the Straight Edge Society. And this is also a way to perhaps improve the popularity of Raven, Gallows, and Mercury by being involved in a good angle. So Mark Henry should probably have higher menace than what he has. At least have Ziggler take the pin. Yeah, Ziggler would take the pin, yeah. Remastering Kane, repackage him could be a good idea to freshen him up. Yeah, definitely. That's something I'll definitely consider. The only problem with Kane is that he's just not very good anymore. He needs to be more of a tag team guy, which is a shame, but sometimes that happens. We'll give Brie Bella a match. She could take on Katie Lee. Put Victoria in commentary just to advance the storyline. Give Katie Lee the win. And what's our title feud? Cena and Orton and Shawn Michaels. Okay. Well, we'll do a triple threat title hype up. Shawn Michaels, Randy, and John Cena. Hype that one up. See you, Marcus. Thanks for coming out, man. Alright, let's keep moving this along. We need more angles, obviously, because we're lacking a little bit. Okay. Well, what can we do? What feuds have we got to cover? Well, we could do Matt Hardy. Broken Matt Hardy, rather. Dolph, Jack, Chris Masters. They could all be mentioned. We go. Hardy introduces his compound and invites his competitors for SummerSlam. So Matt Hardy can introduce the Hardy compound to everyone, show everyone around, and kind of give us an idea of what we can expect, I suppose, for that. Why did you revive the Hardcore titles to the ECW title, TV title? Because the Hardcore title is more recognizable, and you can do a lot more with it, rather than the TV title. I don't know, I've never been a bigger fan of a TV title. Like, I've had them before in my playthroughs, but I believe that just the TV title doesn't sound prestigious. The Hardcore title isn't obviously prestigious either, but I would rather a Hardcore title instead. How much time have we got? We've got 20 more minutes. Okay, well, what we might do is a singles match. We've got Alex Shelley versus Rey Mysterio. I think that's strong enough for a main event. We'll give it some time. Give Rey the win. And I'll have Chris Sabin attempt to interfere, but still doesn't give him the win. And we'll have the beatdown Rey and Batista afterwards. They'll get the better of them, just to give them a bit of heat, help them out a bit. All right, that should be enough for Raw. Let's get into it. So Chris Masters and Tyson Kidd was pretty good, 80 rated. Masters 78. That's pretty good, and they have good chemistry. Tyson Kidd 75. Next week you should do Kane, Cena, Hardy versus Ziggler, HBK, or Orton or Henry. Yeah, we could do that. It's pretty good. Mark Henry promo 92. Kane and Raven just 69, but no real surprise there. But Kane got a solid little win there. And afterwards, the beatdown 92 rated. So that should hopefully help out Gallows and Mercury and maybe even Raven a little bit. And also continue the Henry and Kane story. Brie Bella, Katie Lee 82. That'll be the best match Brie Bella's had. Pretty good one. 82 rated there. You can't complain with that. No real surprise because Katie Lee is just awesome. Simple as that. Surprisingly awesome, but yeah, she is very, very good. Don't script your top wrestler as much. It helps a lot. Only some characters can be scripted and some can't. Some prefer it. Some perform better without it. We then had the Hardy compound introduced by Matt Hardy. Invited Ziggler, Swagger, and Chris Masters out to the compound. Main event was a very good one, actually. They have great chemistry. Rey Mysterio and Alex Shelley. 92 rated. Rey Mysterio 100. Alex Shelley 83. 92 overall, that matchup. That's pretty impressive. That's a good start. Happy with that. Very, very good. And finally, we had the beatdown for 88 rated. Good as well for an 89 rated show in the end. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. King, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Alright, so Tyler Reks, his developmental contract is up. What can you really do with Tyler Reks? He's not in a tag team at the moment, which is kind of like his only real use, I suppose. Stats-wise, he actually isn't that bad. Chain wrestling's pretty decent. Mat wrestling, submissions, aerial, they're all actually pretty decent. Good basics. He's not the worst. I just don't know what you'd really do with him. He's 32. He's still got some time. Rocket Tour, welcome, man. Tyler who? Yeah. Well, Tyler Reks was a guy who, the only time I really remember him was getting squashed by Ryback on one of the pay-per-views in 2012, I think it was. That's really the only memory I have of him. But he was a guy that featured in NXT, I believe. I think he teamed with Kurt Hawkins, from memory. Yeah. I could be wrong, but he teamed with some low-end guy. He did well at Survivor Series 1 year on Team SmackDown. Well, there you go. There you go. I don't remember that, but he had some opportunity, obviously. So, just let's figure this situation out with Serena. Let's take a look at the women. So, the women's side of things on Raw, you got enough women there. That's pretty good. SmackDown has even more women. But you can see Trish, she's more of a part-timer. Maria, yeah. So, she is going to be heel, I suppose, Serena, because that's what she's good at. So, if she's going to be heel, we might have to look at Raw. But then you've got some strong heels already with Katie Lee. Yeah, we're very strong on the heel side of things on both brands. Very, very strong. Babyface side of things are pretty weak. So you might nearly even have to think about turning a Katie Lee or something like that down the line just to spice things up. So for Serena, I'm not quite sure where she would really fit in. And then she hasn't got the popularity to really be used that well. We've got AJ Lee as well. I think AJ probably should maybe be a babyface for her size. She did come in as a heel because I think she's a better heel and was already probably a heel. Probably not a bad idea to have her, you know, be babyface. I suppose you could have Serena join the Straight Edge Society just to kind of put her in there, but yeah, I don't know. I don't quite know where you really go with her just yet. So, I guess we'll leave her. Leave her right now. ECW doesn't really need women, so we're all set there. Alright. TNA, they had their show. Let's have a look. Main Event Mafia beating Regal and Angle. Oh, I thought Kurt Angle was in the Main Event Mafia. Apparently it's Scotty Steiner and Booker T, the official tag team anyway. It's only 78 rated. You think that would probably do a little bit better. William Regal, one of our traders. He's done pretty well for himself. Yep. I suppose Regal wouldn't have really got pushed into the main event on our show. I don't think so. But yeah. Okay, let's Joey Ryan. After what I saw at All In, I don't think I want to be all in on Joey Ryan right now. Alright, let's move along. We've got Sheamus. What's he done? He's boasting loudly about how much he's making. Well, okay. Give him a bit of a warning. Regal betrayed you too, but Matt Sydal didn't. Matt Sydal, huh? Big plans for Matt. He walked out. Definitely a friend of Triple H, yeah. Alright, ECW. So, RVD Homicide still going on. I think Homicide can actually do something with RVD this week because he turned up. So I think last time we had ECW. Oh yes, okay, he did show up. So 1 week RVD didn't show up because of his drug problems, and Homicide cut a huge promo on him about it. And then RVD showed up the next week to respond. We had a big 6-way brawl to end the show. Benjamin beat JTG. Richards and Homicide beat RVD and Dreamer. Well, we gave Davey Richards a win. Jeez. That's rare. On the week before, JTG beat Devon. So we are jobbing Devon out by the looks of it. Because we did lose Bubba Ray. So let's start off with a match. Something rare. We normally do a promo like the typical WWE. But give Crime Time a match. And who are they feuding with? World's Greatest Tag Team. Well, give them a matchup against Epico and Primo. And JTG can win by DQ. Just to protect, because it's Epico and Primo are still a new team. We'll protect them a little bit. DQ finish. Thanks to outside interference. Now, in the Attitude Era, DQ finishes happen every second match. It's pretty crazy. But there's always some kind of wacky finish that goes on. Whereas, current times, we don't really do a lot of DQ finishes. I don't really book a lot of DQ finishes because the fans don't really like DQ finishes. But back then, you'd have your big pay-per-view matches just thrown out the window with DQ. It's pretty crazy, but it's something that I will introduce a little bit more to TW because you can do a little bit more with a DQ finish sometimes and kind of progress the storyline or drag it out a bit more, I suppose. Sabu, the Dudleys, there's only one Dudley left in that storyline. That's done. Bobby Roode and Seth needs a bit more heat to it. 6-man tag with the 6-pack challenge competitors. Have we not done that yet? If not, we'll do that now. We still got Devon. We still have Devon, who's sitting at 61 popularity. Alright, well, Devon can lose. Who needs a win? Good Orchids could honestly use a win. He's already beaten Devon, actually. Drew Max a bit higher up, doesn't need it. Tajiri, bit old Tajiri, we're not really doing a lot with him. Zach, a bit higher up, doesn't need it. Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer could use a bump up. I'm saying that he is 40, same like Tajiri, but heel side of things, obviously Richards. Has he beaten Devon yet? No, he hasn't. Now, I don't know if we gave Richards a new deal or not. Yeah, I feel like we didn't. I'll have to check that before I give him a win. No, we were going to let him go. We were going to let him go. Which, probably not the best idea to let one of the good workers go. No, I'm gonna give him a late extension. 6-month extension. Late. We'll come in late. We'll see what we can do with him. Change my mind about him. And to make it a little bit sweeter, we'll give him a win over Devon. See if we can boost him up a little bit. We'll do a hype up. We'll do Homicide, RVD. We'll see if we can do better off the script. Meme Star thinks that it might work. We'll see. See how it goes. Drew McIntyre can have a matchup. And McIntyre can have just a competitive match against Mike Knox. Solomon Crow, I just saw at the corner of my eye. Let's see how he fares acting wise. I think that was his best one. Acting, yep. So we'll hype him up. Try and maybe just boost his popularity a little bit before he debuts. Sometimes that can work with good segments, good angles, hype videos leading into their debut. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it will. Zack Ryder. Give him a win over Tanaka. I like Tanaka a lot. He's such a crazy hardcore guy, but unfortunately, just low popularity is struck. Give it a wild brawl. And we'll do this 6-man tag. So let's just double check who is in this 6-pack challenge. So, okay, everyone expects. So I think Sheamus, The Big Show, Kofi, Chris Jericho, MVP, and Mr. Kennedy. Actually, I think I remember them all. That's quite impressed. Alright, and we'll do a 6-man tag team match. And Sheamus, Kofi, The Big Show, Chris Jericho, MVP, and Mr. Kennedy. We haven't done this. Surprisingly, we have not. This is the obvious match to do. Haven't done it for some reason. We'll make it a draw. No one can win. And we'll do a double DQ. Where's that? Double DQ. So everyone packed into the ring. The referee lost control. Just called it a match. Called it a night. Nah, forget about it. Alright, so we've got too many matches. So we need to have a bit more angle. So we did a big brawl last week. We'll do it this week. Kofi, The Big Show, Sheamus, Jericho, Mr. Kennedy, MVP. Everyone can be rated on overness. Kennedy, MVP, Y2J, escape, a potential attack after the match. So it's a draw. The fight continues, but they get the hell out of there before things get worse and end up escaping, luckily. And we need one storytelling match to close things out. And that will do us for ECW. So open things up with Crime Time and the Clone, 68 rated. Shad, 74, JTG, 70. Epico, 34, yikes. But Primo, 58, a little bit better. Epico just lacking some popularity, really. Bobby Roode, 79, promo on Seth Rollins. The storyline here for that feud was really low. Let's hope that can improve. Richards beats Devon with a 62 rated match. Devon 69. Wow, that's pretty good. Richards 70. That's solid. Homicide 88 for his promo on RVD. McIntyre beat Mike Knox for 77. That's a good match. McIntyre 79. Mike Knox 65 is pretty good as well. 54 for the hype video promoting Solomon Crow. That's pretty good. His popularity is probably, what, 30, 20 or something like that. A 54 rated video should maybe help that out. Ryder vs Tanaka 71. Ryder 68. Tanaka 53. 6-man promo 91. And then the 6-man tag. Wow, 96. So, surprised we haven't done this already. It was an obvious decision to do something like this, and it worked really, really well. 96 is a big match. Very, very good. So, Big Show 88, Kofi 91, Sheamus 92, Kennedy the best in the match. That's why he's the chair, 94, MVP 91, and Jericho 93 for a 96 overall. That's pretty crazy. And 100 for the escape segment afterwards as well. So, we're in for a big rating here. 91 in the end. That's pretty good. Very, very good. Happy with that. Very, very happy. It's a good way to close out ECW. We've still got another week's worth of ECW to do, but it gives us a bit of momentum for ECW heading into the pay-per-view. Lauren Brooke and SoCal Val extend their contracts with TNA. With Tyler Reks, I don't think I'm going to offer him a new deal. I'm just going to let him go. Let him go to the Indies. I think this is Epico. He wants a pay rise. Well, I'll give him a 75%. Hasn't quite earned the full 100 just yet. Josh Matthews is leaving. Okay, well, no loss. That's fine. And we'll advance another day here. So Matthews moves on. I wonder where he'll end up. I mean, he's a pretty good announcer. I think he'll get a good gig on the Indies somewhere, if not TNA. Kevin Nash has been divorced. Okay. Wade Barrett wants a pay rise. Okay, we'll give him one. He's kind of earned it. Barrett's on the rise. NXT, BrendenPlayz beat the Rotundos. Brooke Tessmarker defeated Alicia Fox. Ambrose beat Jason Jordan. Richie Steamboat beat Ty Dillinger. Neville and Naveen beat the Bludgeon Brothers. Okay. The rating for NXT is getting pretty good. 1,800 in attendance. That goes to show the brand itself is doing pretty well. And the broadcasting, 105,000 viewers. So that takes quite some time to actually build up. When you put it on your own network, it does take probably 6 months to go from 10,000 people to 50 to 100,000. But you can see NXT's popularity certainly rising because of the exposure it's been given, and it's gone from nothing essentially to 37 in the southeast, and in the 20s for majority of the areas elsewhere, and even gets a bit of popularity overseas in Canada. That's pretty good. 25 in Canada, 22 in Mexico, 14 in British Isles, not so great, 10 in Japan, Europe's got 20, and Australia's got 20. So NXT is certainly growing globally, which is fantastic. So they are a regional size promotion right now. So you got that from 29 importance in one area, which obviously we have in Southeast, which is good. But I suppose the next step is to get to cult size, and you need 47% in two areas. We've got one area pretty much covered, but the other areas, there isn't one real standout. Maybe Mid-South, by the looks of it, Midwest, but yeah, not quite as dominant as Southeast. But yeah, interesting to see where NXT is at. And obviously the more it grows, the bigger that it becomes, the more popularity that our superstars can achieve. I mean, look at Neville's 45 popularity. That's really good. And the good thing about that is he's actually 45 across the board, rather than being 50 in one area and 30 in another, which is what has been the case. As you can see, Curtis Axel 50 in one, 40 in the others. Big difference in the end. Darren Young, very similar, which is crazy because Southeast is our best area, yet it's one of his worst populated areas. Bit odd, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, Caitlyn, we've got her. She's got crazy popularity. Bit odd. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now with all of our guys. Richie Steamboat, he's doing really well down here. Sami Zayn doing pretty well. Yeah, so there's a lot of guys that are succeeding down here, which is fantastic to see. And look, and if they, for whatever reason we need to let them go, they've got places they can go, that they can succeed in, which is good. For example, Ring of Honor, it'd be cool if they picked up some of our guys to help their brand out. But you can see a lot of their guys doing pretty well, 40 popularity plus, some of them even getting around 50, which is actually really strong. So Ring of Honor doing very, very well for themselves, which they're a regional size too, so that's probably fair enough. That's fair enough. If they're the same size as us and they've got a decent TV deal, then you know they should be doing pretty well in the region. Let's advance another day. Twitch notifications are broken. Oh, okay. Something's always broken, man. Sabu, his contract is up. Sabu, he's 47. And he's performing like a 47-year-old. Does not really have any popularity anymore, actually. He's 45 in most areas. The only reason why I liked having Sabu and Tommy Drew and those guys is because it still gives us a reminder of the old ECW, of, you know, the heyday of ECW. And Sabu, you know, actually, I have Sabu on my 1998 mod, that's what I was trying to say. And he is really freaking good on it, like ridiculously good. And he's in my developmental on there, not because I wanted him to be, but because the developmental territory themselves hired him. So yeah, he's performing really, really well and helping my roster develop really, really well. So I'm just going to quickly upload a video since the notifications are broken. Just give me 1 second, bear with me. Alright. So yeah, Sabu was really, really good, but unfortunately now, obviously, age has caught up to him a little bit. Don't know if I want to keep him around. You know, you could keep him around, it's just a legendary act. But yeah, I don't know. Lego, welcome to the stream, man. I'll keep him for another 3 months. But what I'll do is I'll let him go pay per appearance. So I don't have to pay him as much if I don't use him. And if he can get some work elsewhere, cool. Have Morrison win the title. Morrison is going to win the title at some point. I think WrestleMania was the plan. CM Punk wins an award. Best overall work on wrestling today. Well, that's good. We need CM Punk to be good for SummerSlam. We need him to have a classic with The Undertaker. That's the plan. Just have one quick little look at SummerSlam. Make sure we've got that lined up so we can have a 100 rated show, hopefully. Let's book another one. Triple H and The Miz. A fight broke out. Ooh, okay, so Triple H is our top guy. We can't exactly do too much with him. Melina brought the wrestlers court, annoying everyone with a constant boasting and cocky attitude. Ooh, Melina, what are you doing? Okay, so SmackDown. SmackDown, we've got the infamous PWO that we can utilize this week. Triple H last week on SmackDown accepted Edge's SummerSlam challenge, so we've got that lined up and locked in. This week we could have the two meet and do something there. So Edge and Christian could have a promo back and forth. So you can fill in the blanks there what they talk about, but they talk about something there for SummerSlam. Christian could be out there as well. Tomko there. Tomko still manages both of those guys, actually. They can be out there so Triple H doesn't try anything, I suppose. You know, keeps them in check. Let's do a tag match. With the tag division, we're hoping to have Bryan and Rhino win the belt soon. Now, we could do a surprise title change and have them win tonight. Maybe have Triple H get himself involved. That could add a bit of heat to the feud. So we might do that. We might do that. So we'll save that for the main event. Put the titles on the line. Make her sweet sister Serena. We already have a woman in the PWO though. If we didn't have a woman, yeah. But we have one in there. So I feel like we don't. Two in there would kind of be too many, I suppose. Alright, we'll give Eve a match. Who's taking on Karma next? Apparently it still is Eve, which... No, it's a women's triple threat. We haven't updated it. So it looks like it's Maurice, Melina, and Karma. So Maurice beat Kelly last week. Let's have her beat Eve this week, whose popularity did get up to 60, which was great. Really happy there. Maurice. I think I was going to do something between AJ and Dawn Marie a few weeks ago. I think that springs to mind. AJ Lee bumps into Karma backstage. Dawn says she can beat AJ. We didn't have the match. I was meant to have the match this week on SmackDown. We might do that match tonight. She can cut a promo on Karma. And that might help her out. We'll have her beat Dawn Marie and have Karma just destroy her. And basically doing that to hopefully help the popularity, because Dawn Marie's got a lot of popularity to give. AJ could really use a bump badly. And our mid-card of SmackDown continues to look pretty grim. Pretty grim. But I'm going to have John Morrison take on Ted DiBiase. Just a match that will make Morrison look pretty good before SummerSlam. But Brock Lesnar's going to show up. Lesnar hasn't been too active as of late. And Brock Lesnar can lay out Morrison. I don't know where we're up to in that feud. So Lesnar returned, called out Morrison. They had a brawl at No Way Out. Okay. So the storyline is really low. So we might need to do another angle here. Another angle just to boost it up a little bit. Hype by managers, one we were looking for. Paul Heyman. Is he going to be Miz and Morrison at WrestleMania for the title? I thought it was going to be Punk and Morrison. I'm not sure. I forgot. I think that's where I was going. Continue watching the stream, kill my phone battery, or get off now. What to choose? Well, you need to find a charger, or if you can't find a phone charger, I don't know. Probably depends if you need your phone or not. So let's give the PWO a match. So I think we might, if we can do it at SummerSlam, we probably won't be able to find time. So we might squeeze in a 6-man tag in this one tonight. So let's do Paul Burchill, Wade Barrett, and Steve Lewington take on Great Khali, Sweet Papi Sanchez, and Sweet Papi Santino. Yes. So the Papi World Order in action. Give Khali the win. I don't know if he can go 12 minutes, but let's hope he can. Give him the win and pin Paul Burchill. Actually, let's change that. So let's drag this out a bit longer. So give them a intentional count-out win. So Great Khali can win because they take a walk. But that's a bit of a long match, so we might cut that back down to 8 minutes because we need some time for the main event tonight. So Edge and Christian, Rhino, Daniel Bryan. Are they in this feud? Yeah, they are. So we could hype that up. This match here could probably be cut back because I want this main event to be big. We're going to have a title change. It's got to be fun. It's got to be big. Alright, so we'll do that. Just a couple more minutes will be good. Willow, welcome. Is the storyline low because Lesnar's on every brand? Yeah, probably. So what we'll do there is we'll sign Lesnar to SmackDown because that's kind of where he's at right now. And if we want to, we can move him around to a different brand later. Miz cashing in at SummerSlam? No. No, not yet. I don't know when Miz is cashing in. It might be Miz and Morrison WrestleMania. I don't know. Alright, so let's do the tag team. Daniel Bryan, Rhino, Edge. It will hurt their popularity, fortunately, but it's a deserving team. Daniel Bryan, Rhino can win thanks to Christian getting distracted by Triple H. We'll make it a flash pinfall. We'll make it a tainted win just to protect them a little bit. Put the tag titles on the line. Yeah, should I protect them, keep them strong? Probably. Don't want Edge to really lose any more pop, neither do I want Christian, but it would be good if Bryan and Rhino gained a couple points, especially Rhino. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it. Triple H distracts them. Let's go with that. I just noticed as well that I don't have anything for CM Punk and The Undertaker, and that's not good considering I haven't got a lot going on there for them. I didn't even do AJ and Dawn Marie. Oh god, okay. Well, I'm going to scrap that then. And we'll hype CM Punk Undertaker up again this week. And we've still got one more week till SummerSlam. So we'll execute that next week. Hopefully we can have the Dawn Marie and AJ Lee next week as well. We just needed lots of time for this main event. Free shirts, welcome, first stream. Good to see you, man. Hopefully you enjoy it. Adds everything to make a finish screw. Yeah. Edge is fine with it, actually. I think it's because he's not taking the pin. Is there anything else we can do? Not really. Not without ruining the match. We want it to have at least a 90 rate or something match, hopefully. It'd be cool if we can do that. Alright, let's do it. Well, we could have cut some time off this opening promo, actually. It's a lot of time. So actually we'll have... So we'll have AJ Lee challenge Dawn Marie for next week. We can squeeze that in on the show. Alright. When will Miz cash in? I don't know. I have to figure that out. Not at SummerSlam. But Miz cashing on Triple H could work. I just feel like Miz isn't quite there yet. And he's also the IC champion as well. Okay, let's book the show. 99 for the opening promo there for Triple H and Edge going back and forth on the mic. Eva Maurice, 75. Nicely done. Punk and Taker, 86. Morrison and Ted, 83. No storyline involved, that's why I went down a little bit. Morrison, 92. Ted, 84 though. Lesnar got him though. Lesnar ran in and attacked Morrison after the match. Surprisingly, the angle not that great. I suppose the storyline heat is pretty low, but it did help that segment out. AJ and Dawn Marie, 70. That's actually pretty good. 88 for Heyman and Lesnar. Hyping up the match between Morrison and Lesnar. We needed more segments there because obviously it's a little bit down at the moment. We also had Paul Burchill, Steve Lewington, Wade Barrett took on the PWO. 67 in the end. Not bad. Not bad at all. Lewington 60, Barrett 62, Burchill 62, Santino 59, Sanchez 50, Carly 54. So the Brits certainly held this one together. But the match was thrown away when the Brits took a walk. They decided, nope, let's get ourselves potentially counted out while trying to fight the great Carly. Don't blame them. How the hell are you going to take Carly down? Probably took one chop and said, nope, not tonight. Let's forget about it and walk away. 67 in the end. Edge and Christian promo hyping up their match against Brino. And then the main event, 93 in the end. That's pretty good. That's pretty good in the end. So we had Rhino 80, Brian 86, and Christian 100, and Edge 100. But apparently, in terms of work, in-ring work, Edge was head and shoulders above everyone else, yet Christian had 100 too. It's a bit sad. So, Brino win the tag titles after Triple H interfered, distracting Christian, allowing Daniel Bryan to beat him. Big upset win there. New tag team champions because of Triple H. Adds a bit of fuel to the fire for the Triple H and Edge feud. There you go. So, 93 in the end for that main event. A good show overall. New tag team champions. It's been a long time coming. We need to get the belts of Edge and Christian somehow. And I think that's for the best. Good rating for SmackDown in the end too. This game doesn't like Christian. You are right. They don't really like him. So his popularity didn't really drop, I don't think. Edge did drop a point. He was about 97, 98-ish. He's now 96, 97 in one area. So he did drop a little bit, but he's got 96. He can afford to drop 1 point, I suppose. Triple H 97. So Daniel Bryan now moves up to 70s, well and truly, 72 in a couple areas as well. Rhino, he needed it. He was on 60s, now 62-ish. So it does help him out. It does help Daniel Bryan out. Gets them moving a little bit. They really do need a bit of a boost up, considering that they were a little bit low. And tag champs, they deserve to be tag champs. They're probably, without a doubt, they're our best team. And hopefully we can have them in a position where we can have a really good feud against Legacy. I think that's the next step. Rhino and Daniel Bryan versus Legacy after SummerSlam. Perhaps Legacy win the belts from them. But what it would do anyways is just get the belts away from top tier names a little bit and bring it down a touch, which is what we want to do because all our tag teams are down a touch. Cody and Ted though, Cody's got very good pop. Ted not quite as... Well, Ted's actually really improving, 77. So both guys... I thought Ted was on 72. Both guys have good popularity. So even giving them the belts would be a little bit too high at the moment, considering that the other tag teams are more that 55, 60 mark. So, something you have to think about. Alright, so last day to begin a contract extension with Dave Richards. We did offer him a new deal in the end. I'm going to try and keep him. Old Donald Trump's retiring. Well, he's had 7 years in the business, apparently. He's giving it up, calling it a day. Trump doesn't want to do it anymore. Walking away. Alright. Retiring, going into politics, I heard. Mike Shane's getting juiced up and caught in the possession of illegal steroids. 43, still taking the roids, huh? Right. Ted's a world champion, you save. Cody Rhodes challenged Knuckle for the WWE title over the limit. There you go. Ted is a good competitor, good character. I think on another time, you definitely could have him as champion. It's just the moment we've still got our part-time guys or our stars from the previous era still in the main event. As you can see, a lot of these guys are stars from early 2000s or even the late 90s. You got a few that are, current times, but if you took out half of those guys, there would be a spot available, but, you know, there isn't. And a lot of them still pretty young. I mean, you got Triple H, Taker, Shawn Michaels, they're a bit older now, and they could probably go. Kane, Mark Henry's only 40, he's not too bad. You know, Edge and Christian, on the other hand, they're still pretty good age, 37. Jericho's only 40. Batista 42. So there's a few that are aging. They're getting up there. But there's still plenty that, you know, got years in the tank. You know, Rey Mysterio, 36. Plenty of time. Ryder, thank you for the bits. Did you watch All In? What did you think about it? I thought All In was good. It is a glorified indie show, really. That's all it really was. It felt like a lot of it didn't have a lot of meaning behind it, which is a bit of a shame. A couple of matches did, but some of them didn't. But overall, it was pretty cool to see that many people in a non-WWE event in the US, and, you know, I enjoyed it. I'd like to see it again next year. I just would like it to have maybe a little bit more meaning, like, you know, having a battle royal to determine who gets a title shot on the night probably wasn't the best idea. I would have had a big feud heading into that for that championship instead. Things like that, but whatever. Is what it is. Maybe next year they can try and get a New Japan title defended on or something like that. Eric Escobar. What are we going to do about this guy? He sucks. He's not good, let's be honest. We had him teaming with Chavo for something for Chavo to do, but I think we could cut him. I think he sucks. We'll give him away. He can go. Dave Richards will stick around, a 6-month extension. Samir with the Twitch Prime. Why is my... Am I getting notifications? If not, I'm not hearing them. Samir, thank you for the bets. Stephen Amell is the GOAT. I actually didn't see his match. I tuned in just after his match finished. But, yeah, I heard... I saw him go through the table, which was cool. G1 Climax. Riccio is the G1 Climax winner. His only value is in that tag team. Well, Eric Escobar, yeah, he's awful. Chavo, he's up there in age. I think you could probably let Chavo go nearly. Where is he? He's 40. Still has some skill, and he's got a bit of popularity. We've been able to boost him up a little bit, but I'm not sure what you would really do with Chavo. Maybe form a new tag team? Do we have a Hispanic character that we can probably pair them up together? Down here, I don't think we really do. We could just throw them together with someone else. Willow, thanks for coming, man. Yeah, Alberto Del Rio, but they're on different brands. Del Rio, he's very good. We got to try and boost him up. Got to keep on moving him up the card. He needs to beat someone, but there's no one for him to really beat, which is the problem. Alright, let's book Raw. So we probably won't get the SummerSlam today, but we'll get very close. We never know. You should add in Bayley. She debuted. I think Bayley is in it. I just haven't got her. I don't know. She might not be in it, but... So let's start off Raw with the match. We'll give Del Rio a match up here. And take on the Hurricane. Hurricane's got 64 pop. Well, I'm going to have Del Rio beat him. Del Rio can win. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if you're unhappy. Del Rio needs a bit of a push. Whether you like Del Rio or not, he has very good stats. Add the Assassin, Samir. Well, last time I heard the Assassin was destroying you, Samir. He did assassinate you. We'll have CM Punk come out. Oh wait, no, on Raw. Never mind. I was looking at SmackDown. I still thought we were on SmackDown. Never mind. We'll have Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger cut a promo. Ziggler and Swagger aren't afraid of the Hardy compounds. So they're not too concerned about this Hardy compound and the silliness of it. Del Rio blocked you on Twitter. I don't know if any wrestlers blocked me on Twitter, but then again, I don't talk shit to wrestlers on Twitter, to be honest. Only once, Zack Ryder gave me a reply, and that was pretty good. But other than that, I haven't. You retired me, Samir? Oh, this old dog's got one more fight left in him. I can always get out of retirement. Don't tempt me. We'll give Layla a match. What's the women's title match? It's Natalya. Still got that one going on. So we'll probably had this match a gazillion times already. We have. Natalya's won them. So this time we'll have Layla win. No, my mouse just wants me to have Natalya win. So we'll have Layla win, and obviously it's going to be because of distraction. Michelle McCool distracting, flash pinfall. You know the drill. Hogan blocked you on Twitter? Damn. Hogan does block probably a lot of people though. Some wrestlers block everyone. If you say, like I remember Goldust, if you say one little thing that slightly he would disagree with, he would block you. Like he would probably have like 50,000 people blocked. I don't know if he still blocks anymore, but I do remember back in the day he was really bad at it. Can you see a Kane Hardy versus Ziggler, HBK and Henry? Okay, yeah, I can do that. Just remind me. Oh, I'll probably remember. We'll do that 6-man tag. Any more singles promos we need to do? Well, Kane can fire back with one on Mark Henry this week. Kevin Owens and Cedric, they block a lot of people. Okay. Xavier Woods blocked you, Samir? Well, not surprised. I'd block you too, Samir, if I could. For some reason I follow you though. Maybe I'll just mute you so I have to read your dribble. I'll give the machine guns an easy little win just to keep their momentum going. Go high spot, see how that goes. Found the tweet you sent to Zack Ryder. Yeah. I was pretty happy about it. But Zack hit me back pretty well. He hit me back pretty well. And I was really surprised he didn't block me afterwards. Really surprised. What else we got? The triple threat. We'll do Shawn Michaels cut a promo. And what we'll do with Michaels, HBK says this could be his last chance to win the title. So Shawn Michaels can kind of hint that this could be it. This might be my last chance to win the WWE Championship again. I need to make sure I win this one, basically. This is it. I have to win. We'll give Batista and Ray. They can cut a promo on Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, and then we'll do the tag team match. We'll make it an 8-man tag because we did a 6-man not long ago on ECW, so a little bit different. Put Kane on there, Mark Henry, John Cena, Randy, Matt Hardy, Dolph. I don't know who's gonna be the other guy, the other two to make up the numbers. Shit. Probably 6-man tag was the way to go. Jack Swagger, he can be on there. Oh, Tyson Kidd, we'll throw him in there. Since he had a match, we're going to throw Tyson Kidd. We better put Chris Masters in there. Make it a bit more sense. This is probably not going to go too well. Oh well. I just didn't want to do another 6-man tag because we just did one on ECW. And I think the heel side's stronger, so we'll have Randy Orton win, and he can pin Tyson Kidd. So putting Tyson Kidd in there gives us someone who can take the pinfall, and that's always good. What'd you say to Zach? I said, I think I said, how's life treating you as a jobber or something? And Zach said, better than you. Because Zach Ryder put out a thing saying something about his life or something like that, like, oh, I'm enjoying life or something like that. And I think this must have been like 2012 or 2013 when he was getting like severely jobbed out. But yeah, I found it funny. So me, you enjoy my class tweets. Oh. A segment afterwards. I'll have Shawn Michaels come out. Oh, we went the other way around. Shawn Michaels come out and hit the super kick on Orton. X-Pac is going to rip your ass. It's funny because X-Pac in his big WWF promo, he's going to say, I'm going to rip ass on the World Wrestling Federation. Literally. Del Rio and Hurricane. Yeah, I mean, that should be some pretty good stuff. I think that's enough. How's that feuds? We're covering everything. Pretty much, yeah. Lovely and Victoria didn't get anything this week, though. Well, we could do Victoria and Katie Lee promo instead, rather than Kane. No, we'll cover that. Would you ever give Jericho a run with the belt? Sure. Jericho absolutely deserves a run with the belt. I think you could probably nearly turn Chris Jericho babyface soon. Yeah, you could probably turn him face. Jericho and Kennedy, I could see that being a really good feud for the championship and have Jericho win it there if you wanted to. Let's take a look. So Del Rio and Hurricane, 77. Pretty good. Not bad for just a random match. You can see Del Rio's got basically 10 popularity points less than Hurricane, but nearly performs exactly the same as him. That's why Del Rio is going to get the nod instead of a Hurricane, for example. Hurricane's still good though, but Del Rio as a singles is more important to us right now. Ziggler and Swagger 92, that's a good promo. Layla and Natalya 73, Layla 63, Natalya 69. Gave Layla the win. I mean, Layla always loses. She needed a win, for goodness sake. She got a win thanks to the distraction by Michelle McCool. Makes sense. Victoria promo 76. Jimmy Wang Yang, Yoshitatsu took on the Machine Guns 78. Somehow that match was good. Now that is what you call a carry. Machine Guns in the 90s, Wang Yang Tatsu in the 50s. Shawn Michaels said this could be the last chance to win the championship. He has to win it. 100 rated promo. Very, very good from Michaels. Batista and Ray, their promo on the Machine Guns was very good as well. 95. And the tag match was actually pretty good in the end, 89, somehow. Tyson Kidd held his own, 76. Matt Hardy, 88. Cena, 96. Kane was even decent, 78. Master, 77. Nearly the worst of the match. Ziggler, 88. Orton, 100. Mark Henry, 91. In the end, very good. And the only segment that kind of suffered was the big title match. But everything else, we helped that out for 89. Michael's hitting the switch in music, only 86 in the end. I thought that would have been a little bit better. A little bit too short, I suppose. But there you go. 89 overall for the show. Okay. That's pretty good. How did ECW go? Oh, you're a few shows behind now. But yeah, ECW went pretty well. I'll show you. We had a big main event. 96 rated 6-man tag main event. Really, really good. Wade Barrett's contract is up. Well, Barrett's on the rise. Wow, mid-50s pop. That's pretty good, actually. This feud with the Sweet Puppy Sanchez is working pretty well. So I'll give Wade Barrett a new contract, and I'll also give him a bit of a pay rise. He's doing pretty well. 2-year deal for Wade Barrett. Not the biggest fan of Barrett, but he's doing pretty well. Sweet Puppy Sanchez, he just can't get over no matter what. He's not gaining any popularity despite having some pretty decent segments, but I think you guys would all unsubscribe if I got rid of him, so we'll whack another 6 months onto his deal, and I'll even give him a pay rise. Tajiri, his contract is up. Tajiri, very good worker. You can see his stats across the board, all really good. Just at a stage where got nothing really for him to do in ECW. Popularity did actually improve not long ago, but yeah, not a lot really happening for him, unfortunately. Not even getting a lot of matches, is he? He's only had, 4 matches this whole year, which is not great for him. Not really sure what we can do with him, though. He had a 95 rated match against Del Rio at Wrestle Kingdom. Wow. 72 pop in Japan, that's why. We did loan him out to Japan, so he probably should just go back. Yeah. We failed to make Joey Mercury's popularity 53. That was one of our owner goals. So, our rating is really bad. So I will cheat here just to improve that. Is there a space? No space. Because I don't want to get fired. I mean, who really wants to push Joey Mercury? Let's be honest. What did I get his popularity to, though? I thought I made a small little attempt. And I tell you what, we weren't that far away. 52, 51. We were not that far away. It's a bit unfortunate. Samir, what do you think of 2K19 career mode? Are you talking about NBA? The Prelude? Not bad. I don't know if I'm going to get NBA 2K this year. Just simply because, I don't know, I feel like I'm all NBA'd out. Like, I'm still fatigued from NBA 2K14. And I know that was like 5 years ago. But I played so much of that game that in every edition afterwards, I play it for a while, but I just haven't really been able to get fully into it again. I'm not sure. The career mode's always great, and I really enjoy it, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be getting it this year. I mean, 2K might send me a copy of it. If they do, I'll definitely play it. But I don't know if I do buy it, it might not be straight away, I'll tell you that. Just simply because I've got other games I could play, and I didn't even really play a lot of 2K18, not as much as I would like to have done. Sadly for Mercury, most of his value came from being part of Eminem. Yeah, that's right. I wanted to do an Eminem reunion, actually, on this playthrough, but obviously that's never going to happen, considering that the popularity change is just ridiculous. The difference, I should say. Alright, let's keep motoring along. We've got another ECW show to do. We could do SummerSlam today. I mean, I'm doing nothing. I mean, why not? We've only really been streaming this for about an hour or so let's keep going. Sheamus and Bobby Roode had a big argument. Nothing too crazy there. We'll just give him a bit of a warning. And Kevin Nash got a fight nearly with Drew McIntyre. That's worth a fine. What are we going to do with Kevin Nash? I mean, he's doing nothing. I mean, we're going to even use this guy. He's got... Wow, we gave him We gave him a long deal. Why did we give him such a long deal? Did TNA pressure us? 52-year-old Kevin Nash, I gave him a 18-month deal. Wow, what the hell is wrong with me? Or was that when Vince, I was going to let him go, and Vince stepped in, or someone like that, and made sure that he stayed? Yeah, Meme Star, you're on it. Thank you for the bits. Unfortunately, I don't know, my alerts are not working, or I didn't see it, but OMG, thank you so much for the bits. First time on stream, we're watching over on YouTube, catching up during the graveyard shifts at work. Awesome, man. Been watching, listening to TNA since I finished this. Just wanted to say enjoy your work, and I said thank you. Here's some bits. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you've been enjoying it, and I hope I can keep making your graveyard shifts a little bit better. Thank you, man. So ECW, I want to do a little bit more with Rollins and Rude. It's been a feud I've forgotten about a little bit. So I'll have them just open things up with a promo there. I won't write anything specific for that one, but I'll give it some time to really kind of shine there. Rollins doesn't want the script. Neither does Rude, so these two can just go at it. Great Suzuki, thank you for the follow. Make him Sweet Daddy Cool Diesel. I know, that'd be such a good name, but what are we going to do with Kevin Nash? We probably should have him wrestle. I don't know about ECW, but wrestle at some point. Have a veteran. Have like a rookie storyline with Kevin. You know, Kevin Nash trying to hold back the upcoming talent. Do something like that. Yeah, we could do that. Would it be worth partnering Nash with someone in the lower card to have some bodies in the tag division? Yeah, you're probably right. That would be really good to have a few more guys in the tag division. As a nostalgia act would be cool. Not sure. Like, I was thinking maybe Nash should probably do better as a tag team guy as well, rather than a singles. So who the hell would you team him up with, though? An up-and-coming guy would be good to help them out. Randy vs. Kevin. Nash and Chavo. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Considering Kevin Nash called Eddie Guerrero Vanilla Midget and all that, I don't know why he would do that. Maybe like a mentor protege angle. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Something like that. Kevin Nash can team up with some up-and-coming guy to help him out. Let's give Tajiri a match, considering I'm going to let him go. And we'll have Davey Richards beat him. Keep Richards some momentum. ECW. So Sabu and Drink Dudley's that feud's gone. We do have RVD Homicide, so we can give RVD a promo this week. So this is the final ECW for the pay-per-view. So I'll have all 6 guys that are going to be involved in this. We'll have them all come out to the ring. There's got to be no way Kennedy keeps this title in a 6-pack challenge. We probably do need a title change. Kennedy's had it since, what, WrestleMania, I think? Kennedy... Yeah, he said since WrestleMania. It could be time to have Kennedy drop the belt. He's had a good reign. He hasn't overstayed his welcome as champion. But I'm just thinking, you know, we might as well spice it up, keep things moving. Maybe we could give it to a Jericho. I kind of want to turn Jericho babyface now. I think that would be cool to have him have a babyface run. And the last guy, we've got Sheamus. So, Paul Heyman is the commissioner of ECW. He can come out there and oversee this one. 6-pack challenge. Participants sign the contract. Well, a Contract signed with that many guys is never going to go very well, but surprisingly it will. Have Nash beat up small people? Yeah, you could. Give it a big match show. Ooh. Jericho and Kennedy feud would be gold. I know, that would be a really, really freaking good, really, really good feud. Miz and Nash would be a good combination. Yeah, that would be a good combination. Nash is Miz's bodyguard, but yeah, you're right. Miz is a bit above it. Give Tommy Dreamer a match. Take on Bobby Roode. Put Rollins in commentary just to keep this feud going. Make it a wild brawl, actually. Bobby Roode with Nash. Yeah, not too. Yeah, that could. I don't know if Roode would need a Nash. Not a bad idea though. We'll do Jericho have a promo on Kennedy. Oh, they've already kind of done a big 6-man promo. We don't need to do that. We'll do Crime Time instead. Crime Time can have a promo on Shelton and Charlie. We'll put Homicide and RVD in the main event of some sorts. Roode with his money could buy his services as a bodyguard to help with the Rollins feud. For a short-term thing, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. Nash could kind of be that enforcer, comes in and, you know, helps lay someone out for a short period of time. So you'd have Rollins beat Bobby Roode at SummerSlam, thanks to Kevin Nash, a bit similar to what happened CM Punk thing. Yeah, we could do that. We'll go Shelton Benjamin can take on Shad. One-on-one. I haven't even done that one yet. Probably be a pretty decent match. Give Benjamin the win. We do need a main event. And we'll go Homicide. Who could Homicide face? Well, fortunately Drew McIntyre will have to take a loss. Homicide. He can win thanks to botched interference. RVD coming out to try and help Homicide lose, instead ends up helping him win. Alright, and that will do ECW. So that covers the Homicide RVD thing. 6-pack challenge had a good segment. Roode and Rollins gets a few. Okay, I'm happy with that. Will Benjamin ever go in the singles competition? Well, Benjamin was going to be a real potential winner for the ECW title, but unfortunately, everyone grew so much popularity. Benjamin didn't quite get there. And they've all moved above Benjamin. But Benjamin could be a good hardcore champion, I think. Imagine Jericho versus Edge and Christian. Oh, that'd be tremendous. Okay, let's have this show. Roode and Rollins kick things off with a promo of 97. Very good. We needed that. We needed the heat. Tajiri versus Davey Richard, 66. Richard, 64. Tajiri, 51. Tajiri, he's a good low-end guy. Absolutely. Rob Van Dam, 88 for his promo. We had the 6-pack challenge competitors out there signing the contract, 100 rated in there, and they can cut a bit of a promo on each other, talk a bit of trash, worked out well. Dreamer and Rude, 82, not bad. Bobby Roode, 81, very good. Dreamer, 62, Rollins and commentary boosted up a little bit further as well. Crime Time promo, that's pretty good as well, 81. Their match against Shelton Benjamin, Shad's match rather, 79. Benjamin, 79, Shad, 70, that's not too bad all round. And Homicide and Drew McIntyre had a nice match, 88 rated in the end. Homicide 87, McIntyre 79. We've got to do a little bit more McIntyre. And yeah, I was going to say RVD came in, interfered, but unfortunately he got McIntyre instead of Homicide. It gives us a 90 rated show. No scripts last week. Bobby Roode promo was only 78 with script. Well, there you go. Well, apparently Liger has retired. That doesn't seem realistic. He's still going now. But he's held up the boots. Hanging them up a little bit early. Semi Callahan bulks up. That's good. He's down middleweight. I think we wanted him to do that. We haven't even debuted him yet, but we've been hyping him up a little bit. He's had a few pre-show matches and a few appearances here and there. New Japan signed Josh Matthews. That didn't take long. There you go. So he's got himself a new gig already. There we go. And Sabu, 3-month deal, so he'll be sticking around just a little bit longer. Now, just realized that since I didn't get the news about Josh Matthews, I want to make sure that I get news about everyone that's on my roster, so I'm going to shortlist them all. So there's no shows on when ECW's on, so it's a pretty good night to be on Tuesdays with nobody else is on. Summerslam should have a battle royal with everybody that isn't on the card. There'll be a lot of people in that battle royal. Alright. Another retiree. Chosu has been put in the Hall of Immortals. That's big. NXT, Steamboat beat Kevin Owens, 66 rated. They're having some good matches down there, aren't they? Richie Steamboat, he's really good. Very, very good. Having a lot of matches in the 70s. Averaging 68. 65 overall. He's killing it, man. He's doing really, really well. That'd be a good time for a World War III match. Oh, you're not kidding, man. 60 guys in that ring. Put the 3 rings out there. We could do it. Alrighty, so New Japan Hall of Fame. I didn't even know they had a Hall of Fame, but in the game apparently they do. Who is in that Hall of Fame? Not many, just Vader and Liger. Vader, where is he at? 60 pop. Very good. When are you going to end this series? Most likely at WrestleMania time, I think. I think we'll get to WrestleMania and we'll call it a day there. I think that'd be at least 2 full years we would have played, so that's pretty cool. I'd be pretty happy with that. Beulah's gone, so we let her go. We're actually firing people, which is good. I'm one of those people that struggle to let people go. I always go, yeah, I could find something for them, or we need another body to lose. I'm actually getting rid of people, which I'm happy about. I like to get rid of people. Out with the old, in with the new, they say. I always hang on to everybody. Let's get rid of them. Let's workers leaving. You can see You know, Brother Ray, we had to get rid of him, not because we wanted to. He still hasn't got a gig yet, Brother Ray. Surprising. He wanted to go, but didn't want to go anywhere. We got rid of Molly Holly. Becky Bayless, we got rid of her. Booker T even let him go. We even let big Booker T go to TNA. Ric Flair, we never really had him, but... You know, Josh Matthews-Bueller, we're letting Eric Escobar go. Tyler Rex is going to go. We're actually letting some people go, which is good. After the series, I'm going to start a different TW series. Yeah, more than likely. Yeah, more than likely. I've been really interested in watching the 90s. 1998 WWE is what I've been watching at the moment. I've got a real interest in that time period at the moment. I am playing TW on that. And now that we mentioned it, we might as well kind of show it. But I have been playing a playthrough on that. I just actually had WrestleMania. So I haven't played a hell of a lot of it, just, you know, 4 months or so. But I've been really invested in this one and really interested in what's been going on in this time period. Because I've been watching it on the network, loving it. You know, it's a good mod to play as well, because you got a really crappy mid-card, but a really strong main event. You know, Cactus Jack, Kane, Shamrock, you know, Owen Hart. Been pushing Owen Hart pretty well. Michaels, Austin, The Rock, Taker, Triple H, even Vader. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. The up mid card though is really bad, you know, with just the tag team names. Really, Gold Dust is there as well. Jeff Jarrett. Not a lot of guys there you can really work with. There's some good names there, but no one popular. The mid card here is abysmal. Just all tag team guys. The lower mid card is just basically some light heavyweights. I signed for the really terrible light heavyweight division. So some good challenges there for me to try and turn a few things around. Also, WCW is still number one. Their roster is so stacked, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. I've been playing a bit of that mod. I can show you my WrestleMania card actually. I forgot to show you that. So, let's straighten this up. So we had WrestleMania 14. It had a 96 rated show. Austin and Michaels was 99 rated. Owen Hart and Triple H was 98. Taker and Kane was surprisingly really good at 93. Vader and Goldust. Ken Shamrock and The Rock actually sucked at 74. That stunk. They had bad chemistry. So, yeah. So that's kind of been what I've been playing off stream. And I'd love to perhaps do a playthrough on stream with that time period, I suppose. Because that's been where I'm interested. I have played... Seeing you try to beat WCW would be cool. Yeah, that's the thing. That would be cool. Yeah. You playing W 2005. That's also pretty fun to play. Yeah. Pretty challenging roster there, trying to do the brand split. Especially the tag division is really bad. Falcon Warrior, welcome to stream, man. The Rock vs. Shawn Michaels would be an amazing match. Yes. Show us champions. I kind of basically just told you who was the champs. I did play a bit of WCW on that same mod, and like the different, like it's pretty crazy. WCW, everyone who's good is basically 40 years of age or over. On the WWF mod, everyone who's good is basically low 30s, you know, 30 or under, you know, or 33 or under, I should say. You know, it's crazy because WCW, the whole roster is just old as hell. The WWF roster is so young, which is obviously why they won, because you got all those old time guys no one really care about anymore, whereas these new fresh faces that are killing it, pretty clear why they won. But yeah, so that's what I've been playing. Crazy good. I only have 4 good tag teams across both brands. Yes. I had a real trouble with that crazy when I did a bit of 2005 mod. Real trouble. Good challenge though, but yeah, it's not easy. Alright, we'll have Undertaker show up this week. CM Punk is in the ring. Lights go out. You know, your typical Undertaker scene, let's say. Casket appears. Undertaker attacks. Your typical, I don't know, your typical Undertaker segment. Punk's in the ring, about to cut a promo, lights go out. Casket appears with all the druids at the top of the stage. Whether Undertaker comes out of the casket or, you know, appears in the ring and uses the casket as a distraction, whatever. And then he'll lay out CM Punk as a bit of a, you know, something before the pay-per-view. Any good mods you recommend? Well, it depends on the time period. There's good mods. Most of the good mods are from the 90s or early 2000s. The WCW or WWE, let's rephrase that. The 2001 mod is really good. That you can either play as WCW continuing on WCW when they've gone out of business, or playing as WWF with the Invasion. That's a good mod. I never played as WWF in the Invasion because I look at the roster and it's like ridiculously stacked. There's no challenge to it. Like, everyone is just so damn good. But it would be kind of cool to play the Invasion and try and make the Invasion decent. Santino can take on Steve Lewington. Lewington 52, Santino 54, 55. We'll give PWO a win. They've had a few losses as of late. We'll give them a win. And we'll go and manage interference. We'll have Maria distract. Hornswoggle, actually, I think it will be. WCW Lives scares you because it's super hard. WCW Lives is, if you play as WCW in that mod, it is the toughest challenge I've had in since playing TW. Making WCW good with that roster in 2001, my god. You basically have two good wrestlers on the whole roster. You've got, well, three. You've got Scott Steiner, who, without a doubt, every match he had was great. He carried everything. Like, his promos are brilliant. His, you know, matches are good. You had DDP, who was good, but he was really declining badly because of his age. Same with Kevin Nash, who was really good, but you only get 1 year of Kevin Nash being good. And when I say really good, I don't mean like Shawn Michaels good. I mean like he can hit an 80, you know, or high 70. He's pretty useful. And that's it. There's no Macho Man, no Hogan, no Goldberg. You don't even have Goldberg. Like, you've got nobody. Booker T. You've got Booker T, but he's not even that really good. And he in my mod, he declined really early too, so that didn't help. But yeah, you've got 2-3 good wrestlers on that roster. You had Rey Mysterio, but then WWE stole Rey Mysterio from me. And then you had Sting, Sting was good, but then WWF stole Sting from me as well. So, and they stole Ric Flair. So they just, yeah, not easy, but it was fun. It was fun. Let's finally do this AJ and Dawn Marie match. God, I've been building it for weeks now. So Dawn Marie's got 59 pop. AJ's got high 40s, so we'll have AJ win it. And then we'll have Melina, Maurice, Karma, and AJ Lee. So AJ's not even meant to be in the match at the pay-per-view, SummerSlam. It's a triple threat match, but we'll have Melina comes to save AJ from a Karma attack. Maurice helps Karma beat down both. So Maurice comes to even the score, even though probably Karma doesn't need it, but helps Melina get beat up. Kira did nothing wrong. Welcome to the stream. Finally, able to catch one. Good to see you. Any good free agents in WCW lives that you know of? Well, there is. You got Hogan, you've got Macho Man, you've got all those guys, but you have to wait a certain amount of time before they become available. But you do have some good options there down the line. The only kind of guy you can get is probably Psycho Sid or Ultimate Warrior. Yeah. I think Rob Van Dam was a free agent. I think I could sign Rob Van Dam, which I did get RVD, I believe. Or I might have poached him from WF. I don't remember. But when I got him, my God, was I happy. Alex Riley versus Samoa Joe. Obviously, Miz and Joe are feuding. Alex Riley's aligned himself with the Miz. I'll have Joe dominate Riley, actually. And I'll have Miz try and rescue Alex Riley from a Samoa Joe attack, but he fails. Is AJ Styles in WCW lives? Yes, he was. Yes, I had AJ Styles. He was in the developmental in WCW. So I actually called up AJ Styles and made him my world champion within about 2 years, I think. About 2003, I had AJ Styles as the main event. 90 popularity. Riley might rage. Yeah, well, that'd be scary. We'll have the new tag team champions. Let's have them put the titles on the line. We'll have... This is the good thing about it. We can have more tag team title matches. The WWE tag champs. And they can defend against Ono and Cesaro. And have a good match there. Main event idea. Morrison, Triple H, Joe, Punk. No, I don't want Taker wrestling. Don't really want Lesnar wrestling. I kind of need Morrison and Lesnar to do a little bit more because their storyline's really bad. 73, yikes. Miz and Joe's the best segment, best feud at the moment for SmackDown. Do that. Hogan won't sign because you're too small. Yeah, that happens. Hogan thinks he's above the business sometimes. Well, we've done, big tag team matches. Well, we did a 6-man. We've done an 8-man. Do we do a 10-man now? I don't know. We could. Or just do another 6-man. Who cares? Yes, stuff it. Let's do a 10-man. Do it for Teddy? Yeah, we'll do it for Teddy. Do we even have enough guys? No, we don't even have enough. Oh, God. We'd have to use Teddy. We don't even have enough people. No. Alright. We'll do Edge, Christian, team up with Morrison and Triple H. This is a good main event. Probably already had it, have we? We have in June. It's okay, that's been a while. Everyone forgot about that by now. We'll give Edge the win. Morrison can take the pin. And obviously, you guessed it. Outside interference. Brock Lesnar. Boom. And that will save the day for us. Give us a good main event. This is probably a bit of a stinker, so I'll cut some time off that. This match doesn't deserve that long either. There we go. Alright, so I think we're pretty much ready for SmackDown, the final SmackDown before SummerSlam. CM Punk and Undertaker, 99. So we had, you know, Undertaker basically distract Punk with the casket and the druids and all that crap. And eventually he got him in the ring, hit the choke slam, and laid him out. Santino and Lewington, 62. Not a bad match, actually. Santino, 65. Lewington, 56. Oh, 55. Lewington, 56, rather. Lewington debuted a new spot that showed his athletic ability. His psychology will be helped. Well, there you go. AJ and Don Marie, 56. AJ, 55. Don Marie, 50. Not the worst. There you go. Didn't help the women's feud, though. This segment will, though. Wow. Melina, Maurice, Karma, and AJ all out there. Melina came in to save AJ from a Karma attack. Maurice, though, she hit the ring and helped Karma beat up Melina and AJ. 89. Change Lewington's name. What should we change Lewington's name to? I do agree. Probably does need a name change. Alex Riley, Samoa Joe, 76. Riley, 58. Joe, 86. Good in the end. Samoa Joe fended off The Miz, who tried to attack Joe, and he failed. 89. So that helps that segment out there. Rhino versus the Kings of Wrestling, 84. Good match. Rhino, 80. Brian, 86. Ono, 83. Cesaro, 77. First title defense for Rhino for the tag team titles. We've got them off Edge and Christian, and now we can finally get these championships being defended against some good teams like the Kings of Wrestling, for example. Morrison promo, 87 on Lesnar. And then Edge and Christian versus Morrison, Triple H, 89. Good match. Christian, 95. Edge, 100. Triple H, 89. Morrison, 93. Lesnar interfered and screwed over John Morrison, I should say, helping Edge get the win. And that helped out both feuds. 89 overall there. Good. So there we go. That's SmackDown all done. And we are ready for SummerSlam basically now. And we might as well book it. You guys happy for me to book SummerSlam? I suppose we might as well just get into it. If you want to stick around, I'll book it. Oh, what a shame. Tori Wilson's retired. Retired at 36. Wow. There you go. Hassan wants to call up. Muhammad, no. Just leave me alone about it. Stay down in developmental. He's actually losing pop. He must be getting beat a lot. Yeah, Bray Wyatt keeps beating him. Other than that, he's had some wins though. He's had only 2 losses, but in recent times at takeovers. Do you think Lesnar will be rusty? It's very possible. It's only his second match. I don't know. Brock Lesnar needs a win, to be honest, but do you want to have Morrison lose? Yeah, it's a tough one. It is. Well, it's his 3rd match, but yeah. Son and Nash. Screw Morrison. Ooh. Sweet Puppy Sanchez gets himself a new deal. And we are ready for SummerSlam. AJ, she get any popularity from that? Ooh, she's in the 50s. Dawn Marie lost a little bit. Yeah, so AJ, bit of a bump. But that's what you want to do. Dawn Marie doesn't need popularity, but AJ Lee definitely does. Moving her from 48, 49 into the 50s. Thank goodness for that. Edit Lesnar's Creative Control. Yeah. Lesnar probably would have creative control, let's be honest. Or have, maybe not creative control, but you'd have a lot of say in what goes on. So I might go ahead with this plan for Jericho to turn babyface. I think I'm pretty keen on that. Jericho and Kennedy going forward, I think would be really, really fun. So I might have Jericho win the belt in this six-pack challenge, because there's realistically, could you really believe Kennedy will hang on to the belt challenging 6 or 5 of ECW's best? Probably not. So we might have the belt change there and have a feud going forward with it. The only problem with that is you'd have to have someone from this side turn heel. Sheamus better heel. You could have him make the turn, because otherwise I think you've got 4 top faces and 2 top heels on ECW. So Sheamus could probably turn him. You don't think Morrison's got enough credibility to beat Lesnar? Well, he was a former world champion. I think Morrison has the credibility. But I'll give Lesnar the win just simply because you bring back Brock Lesnar. I mean, think about it. You're bringing back Brock freaking Lesnar. But to lose? Like, you don't want him losing too much. Shawn Michaels failed to show for a meeting. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. A rib on Serena. And Jack Swagger getting some help on the mic. He needs it. Alright, SummerSlam. Let's book it. Who's going to open the show? Tag titles open the show. Batista, Ray, Alex Shelley, and Chris Sabin. Not Alex Riley, but Alex Shelley. Is it time for Batista and Ray to drop the belts to these guys? How long have they been champions? Oh, that'd take me forever to find. To go through all Rey Mysterio's big wins. When did they win the titles? Oh, man, not that long ago then. Judgment Day. So they've been champions only for a couple of months. So you could probably have them retain and then do a rematch, or have them just drop the belts now. Because it would be good to have Ray, because Kane and Mark Henry, their feud will be done after this show. What do you do with, the world title picture? Don't know. You probably would like to have Rey Mysterio available, or for Batista to be available. So we probably will do the title change now. It's a good time to do it. It is SummerSlam. If you're going to lose the belts, it's the time to do it. So, Machine Guns, it's time for them to carry the tag division going forward. Make it a flash pinfall. And sorry, Batista, you're one of my favorite wrestlers, but you got to take the pin here. Batista's not happy about it at all. Do I keep them strong? What about a tainted win? They can use an illegal weapon or something like that. Yeah. Is Cena winning? I think so. I never give Cena championships, but I think I might be about to. Cena and Mark Henry, I feel like would just be a good feud going forward. Randy's been champion for a bit. He's been the man for a while, Randy. I think it's not a bad idea for him to drop that one to Cena. You've done him dirty since WrestleMania 26. I know. I've every time I do a playthrough, I never push Cena. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I guess I'm getting my personal revenge for having basically 10 years of Cena winning. I'm finally been able to get a couple of losses in there for him. Triple H promo on Edge for later. What's going to main event? Triple H and Edge, or Cena, Michaels and Orton? I suppose you think about it, Michaels, Cena, and Orton are basically the 3 best guys on our playthrough in one match, so probably crazy not to have them win. Hulk Hogan was the special what was it, SummerSlam guest host or whatever, but Randy hit the RKO, so you could probably make sure that he's not there now. Probably don't have to use him. Next match, we'll do the women's triple threat now. We can make it a fatal 4-way. Well, we might as well add AJ Lee in there. We've had her involved in the feud. We might as well put her in there. And also, it might help her popularity out a little bit if she has a good match. And she can take the pin. Karma beats AJ. Have Hogan screw over Randy, which leads to a Randy-Hogan feud. Oh, well, I was about to say, why the hell would I want that to happen? But then again, we did have Hogan have a match, and it was not the worst. When will Karma lose the belt? I have no idea. Who the hell's going to beat her? That's my only problem. I mean, she's been on fire. She hasn't lost a singles match yet. The other thing is she's really doing well as champion. She's only had it since March, actually, so she's only really just starting to be champion. I think you can think about her dropping the belt around Survivor Series time, I think. That would give her a really long, dominant reign. Alright, we'll try. I don't know how we're going to get all these matches on the card, but we'll try. JTG and Shad versus Shelton and Charlie. ECW's got to get their time in too. I might give the belts to Crime Time, just to spice it up a bit, I think, for ECW. I might make it a all-out match. Go for it, guys. Limited time, make the most of it. Feels like an eternity for whatever reason. Probably because it's been an eternity since I've done a lot of episodes. The Crime Time never win the gold. I mean, it's about time. What needs another few promo? I think Seth and Bobby Roode could use another promo just to give that a bit more. Another ECW match. Let's go for it. Bobby Roode, Seth Rollins. Let's put a gimmick on it, actually. These two hate each other legit, so what would work here? Last man standing? Yeah, we'll go with that. Bobby Roode, Seth Rollins, last man standing. I'll try and give this 20 minutes. I don't know if we'll be able to keep that 20 minutes. But someone said, let's have Kevin Nash help out Bobby Roode. I think that's not a bad idea. Let's align Kevin Nash. They have that little TNA time together, so they know each other. They could do that. The reason being, just because something for Seth, something for Kevin to do, and also we could do Seth and Kevin and have Seth beat him. Drag the feud out a bit. Kevin Nash will Terry's quad trying to come to the ring? Probably. They share a bond of money. Yeah, and Bobby Roode could pay him off. He could pay Kevin Nash. Pay him off to have him win. And we'll have Kevin and Bobby pose as they celebrate the win. Well, we have 300 minutes, so we do have a long-ass time to be able to do this. Is Sting declining in your mod? Oh, he would be. He's very old. Okay. Let's do Let's do this Hardy compound thing. So it's going to be obviously off video type of match. Matt Hardy, or broken Matt Hardy, Chris Masters, Dolph, Jack Swagger's there. We'll have Matt Hardy win. Hardy wins the Hardy compound match and retains the US title. So we'll have the Hardy compound match shown on the screen. Well, we don't want a title change. I guess a title defense, but I don't think we can really do that. No, we can't do a defense, but there you go. That way we can do like a 10-minute match, but also, you know, do something a bit different. Does Ziggler end up in the lake? Yeah, maybe. He might come back with brown hair. Will Masters ever win a title? The plan is for Matt Hardy to win this match, then have Hardy feud with Chris Masters, and have Chris probably beat him for the belt. Ziggler comes back as a caddy, yeah. He comes back as a cheerleader again. Let's do a big match. Let's do one of our big headline matchups. So, Morrison and Brock Lesnar. So, we need to recover after probably having the fans sit through that. Could be a disaster, could be good, who knows, but just in case. Morrison and Lesnar, let's hope that they can deliver. Brock Lesnar will win this one. I'll give it a tainted win for a little bit of protection for John. Alright, so we'll do another promo. We'll do John Cena promo on Randy. And then we'll do Katie Lee versus Victoria. I think we'll be able to find time for most of our matches on this show. Katie Lee and Victoria, that should be decent. We've still got... No, we've done all our women's matches now. Oh, we still have the women's title match. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. That might be a pre-show match, this one. Or maybe we'll save it for Raw. We'll keep it there. You never know. Silky, late to the party? Yes, but it's better to be late than never. You're here for the right time. You're here for SummerSlam. Good to see you, man. Any more tag team matches? I don't think so. We'll go Miz and Samoa Joe for the title. Samoa Joe, the Miz. Now Miz just won the belt. 87 pop. Joe, 82. We are pushing the Miz to try and obviously become world champion, but I think it would be good if we had Joe get this belt back. So what we might do, is there like a shark cage or something we can have Alex Riley out of there, or a steel cage will work. Samoa Joe, because obviously Alex Riley got himself involved and screwed over Samoa Joe. That's how Miz won last time. Now we're going to have a fair match in the ring, and we'll give Samoa Joe the win. It's going to hurt the Miz's pop, but we do a flash pinfall. Yeah, it might just sneakily help him a little bit. Okay, so we've got that one done. RVD Homicide. That's a long match, actually. There's probably a match here. Could probably drop a couple minutes. Because we've still got the 2 world title matches, Undertaker and Punk, RVD Homicide, and that's probably about it. And Mark Henry and Kane. Yeah. Well, we can cut Kaylee and Victoria. We'll give them like 18 minutes on the pre-show. Let them kill each other in the pre-show. It doesn't really count, but let them go for it. We'll do Undertaker and CM Punk now. This hopefully will be a good one. I think this could be 97 or so rated. Could be better. But I'm going to give... Well, I'd love for Taker to win, but Punk's the man. We got to give... Really, the only guy left for Punk to beat is the Undertaker. And I'm going to have him beat him. Will Punk win another world title? I'm hoping to have Punk win another world title at probably Survivor Series time really soon. I think with The Miz, I think I might have to have him cash in on Raw. Cash him in on John Cena. Because I've got nothing really for him at the moment. Here on SmackDown, I'm not sure. RVD Homicide promo. Make this a ECW rules match. For the hardcore title. Now who wins this one again? I mean, do we have Homicide get the belt back? We were going to do Homicide and Rollins, weren't we? So we might have Homicide win the belt back here. Do Punk vs Lesnar after feud Morrison? Yeah, we might, yeah. We make Survivor Series a disguised bragging rights? Yes. If both Punk and Taker have good psychology, you could have their match be called In the Ring. 95? 95. Will that really help? Call In the Ring? Okay. We'll try it. Help for Sean and Angle? Okay. Cool. Okay. We'll give it a go. We'll try it. I haven't really tried that before. So we'll do that. So Homicide wins. Now we just have the 2 world title matches. Alright, you guys tell me. Triple H and Edge to main event, or the triple threat match, Shawn Michaels, John Cena, Randy Orton? I think the triple threat match might be the one. Just because you've got 3 of the best that we've got. It have to be. I don't know. Probably answering my own question, but Edge and Triple H. I'm just worried about Triple H. His performances have been around low 90s, high 80s. I'm just a little worried about him. Triple H would be probably Michael's last main event. That's also true. It's probably going to be his last title match. Unless we do Cena and Michaels, which we could do. That is possible. Now, I was very tempted to give Edge the championship here. But I want to do Punk winning the belt. So Punk and Triple H. The only problem with that is I've done Punk and Triple H before. But it was a little bit of time ago. Oh my god, I haven't done the 6-pack challenge. Fuck. Okay. Completely forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Alright. I'm going to have Triple H win. And then we'll set up for Triple H and Punk. Give Punk the belt. And then have Morrison and Punk for the belt at the big one. And I might have to have Miz go to Raw. Cash in on John Cena. Have Miz win the belt there. And do something there. I just think the Miz doesn't fit in the plans right here on SmackDown. And that's okay, he can go to Raw. Oh, Henry and Kane, yeah, I know, far out. Probably need 7 hours to get all this shit in. Oh god, there's no way. Or do we get cut? Crime Time. Alright. Sorry, Crime Time. That means you've got no tag titles on the card. Yeah. Well, this can drop down some minutes. They can do a pretty good job with 13 minutes, I think. Well, these guys can have way more time than on the pre-show. Punk and Taker, probably drop that down a little bit. Gives us a bit more time. Okay, alright, so Henry and Kane doesn't have to be long. Like, that can be 12, 13 minutes of just chaos. Mark Henry can beat him. And just a car crash. Just go all out and beat the crap out of each other in a short period of time. And then we'll do the 6-man, 6-pack challenge. Chris Jericho. Now, what I might do later is change the positions, because I don't want 3 world titles basically back to back to back nearly. We'll change some positioning, we'll fix it, but for now we'll just put it all in. Sheamus, The Big Show, MVP. Alright, and then we'll do this match. I think it might be under this one. Six way. Yeah, okay, 6 way. Chris Jericho, MVP, Mr. Kennedy, Sheamus, The Big Show, and Kofi. ECW World Championship. Gonna give it to Chris Jericho. Let Big Show take the pin. Kind of a bit of an homage to their recent feud. Six-pack challenge was above the 2 I chose. Really? Okay. Yes, it was. Six-pack challenge, Extreme Rules. That sounds better, but it's under hardcore based. Elimination or just 1 fall to the finish? I think 1 fall to the finish. Kenny was a great champ. He was. He'll get the belt back at some point. I just think a title change would be good for ECW just to spice it up a bit. And I do fall into the trap of doing really long title reigns. And I think keeping the belts moving will just make things a bit more exciting for a little bit. Sometimes it's good to have the belts moving around a bit. But then again, you know, he had 3 or 4 months, so that wasn't the end of the world. So Jericho wins. 1 for the finish. Still gives us time for The triple threat. Yes. Okay. Now, what else are we missing? Anything else other than just the triple threat match? It's so hard to fit everything in on a card when you have 3 brands that have a lot of top guys and a lot of matches that are worthy of being on the card. It's tough. Unfortunately, like tag matches, women's matches, they get all cut because you can't fit it all on. The Divas title match, oh fuck. That can go on Raw. Where's the triple threat? John Cena, Randy, Shawn Michaels. On paper, that is a killer match. Righto, let's do it. World Heavyweight Championship. John Cena wins. And I'll have him pin Shawn Michaels. I guess that's what Shawn's there to do, put people over now. Shawn Michaels can take the pin. Shut up, Randy. You'll deal with it. Cut Kane and Henry down. It's already pretty cut, though. Like, 11 minutes isn't a long time. Homicide, RVD. Since it's a hardcore, they could probably drop a couple. Rude and Seth is 20. We'll give it 19. I don't want to lose too much time because I want that to be good, that match there. We do have the opener, so we do have at least one tag match on the card, thank goodness. So I'm going to move the 6-pack challenge down. I'll put that here. John Miz can follow that. So we've got Lesnar, Morrison, then we'll have the 6-pack challenge. We'll have Kane and Henry to break up things in between Triple H and Edge, and that's okay. I'm happy with that. Let's play TW. Thank you for the bits. We are playing TW. Was that pre-show battle royal actually happening? I mean, God, we've got enough guys who could do it, don't we? How many? Let's have a look. How many people haven't got a match in this freaking show? I can scroll. I can scroll a long way. Cut the women out. What do you think there? 30 in amongst that? I'd say we could do 20. 20-man battle royal on the pre-show, which is sad, but we can do that. Get them all on the card. Cut out the women. Cut out the main eventers for starters. We'll throw all these people in. Occasional wrestlers, get rid of them. Make HBK the new GM of SmackDown. Have him screwed Triple H over. Yeah, I don't know about that, but Zack Ryder misses out. We'll get Zack in there. Heath Slater can miss out. Upper mid-carders. Well, someone's got to win this match, so Sabu, we're getting rid of him soonish anyways. He can miss out. Tajiri, get rid of him. He can miss out. Jack Swagger, we don't want him in there. Dolph Ziggler, he's in there. Chris Masters. Oh God, I just had baby. Oh my God. I just pressed baby faces. Jesus Christ, what have we got ourselves into here? Alright, let's do that one again. Okay, let's get some heels involved. My goodness. I just want everyone. Okay. Whew, right. We might need a 50-man battle royal. Alright. Alex Riley, drop him out. Put Barrett in with Great Khali. That'll advance that feud at least. Increase the number. Fine. Didn't really want to, but alright. Take two. Christian. He's kind of involved in the edge thing. I don't think technically he would be there, but I'll just have miss out. Cody Rhodes probably might win this thing. Take Devon out since we're going to get rid of him. Jack Swagger out. Cody, Drew, Gallows, Trish. Yep, okay. And that's all good. Alright, we'll have to handpick them. Get the people we actually want in there. Alright. Paul Burchill, Rhino, Santino, Zach, Barrett, Mike Knox, Goldust, Tommy Dreamer, Tyson Kidd, David Hart, Hurricane. Get Ono and Cesaro in there. Alex Riley can be in there. Lewington, yeah. Sweet Papi Sanchez, why not? And give Colt Cabana. And last spots. Hogan for the Battle Royal. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, to be honest. Hogan comes in, wins it. Surprise of Shane O'Mac as a surprise. Has he had a match yet? He's in the Royal Rumble. Oh, he did have a few matches actually. He had a feud there. Well, SummerSlam, we'll put Shane O'Mac in there for fun. It's only on the pre-show, so it doesn't really matter. And I think Cody Rhodes should win it. Give him the win. Pre-show's a couple minutes too long. 1 minute too long. No, wrong match. God. Haley Victoria, put that one down a minute. Okay, so we've still got 2 more minutes to play with at the top. We fit everything in. Give Kane and Henry another minute. I'm happy with that. And RVD and Homicide, and they can have 1 more minute. Okay, that's SummerSlam. God, I need 2 screenshots to be able to grab all these matches here. That many goddamn matches, man. Okay, let's predict. Is there a way to choose a final elimination? Yeah, there is. We can do that if we want to. Runner-up. Hey, McMahon is Shane O'Mac is a runner-up. Ted DiBiase is a finalist. Drew Mack is a finalist. Most eliminations. We'll give R-Truth something, and he can have most limbs. Alright, so let's do this. Okay, I think I'm pretty much happy. Anyone else see any problems? About the placement of the main events. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think we're good to go. Alright, let's take a look. Let's predict these shows. Let me just grab this over here. Alright. First match on the card, Katie Lee versus Victoria. We didn't have the Divas title. We're going to put that on Raw. We'll have that get featured. Rather than having a title match on the pre-show, we do have the tag title, but we'll put the Divas title on Raw. Katie Lee Victoria, I think this will go pretty well. I'd say this could be 77. I'm going to go 77. 100 overall show. God, I hope so. I mean, I hope the main event delivers. We've got some good matches there. I just don't know what's going to get the best match out of all of them. Katie Lee and Victoria, 74 in the end. Okay, they don't have chemistry. Oh, God, we've been building forever to this match, and eventually we get there and they don't have chemistry. Well, what do you know? Katie Lee, 74, Victoria, 59. Right. Crime Time versus World's Greatest Tag Team. Tag titles on the line. I think this will hit 82. I think this is going to be a good one. Let's take a look. Yeah, just bad chemistry around that one. So 82 for the next one is my guess. 84. Better than I thought. You take that. You always want to go better than what you predict. Not worse. Shad, 74. JTG, 69. Charlie Haas, pretty good, 73. Shelton, 94. We gave Crime Time the tag team titles just to... World's Greatest Tag Team had the belts for a long time in a couple of different title reigns. Let's move away from them for a little bit. Let's spice it up. Let's get the Crime Time in there. 84 in the end. 30-man Battle Royal. God knows how this will go. I'll say it'll get 73. 30-man Battle Royal. If you get a 95 rated show, I will sub. I think we're going to do better than 95, Broken. I think we'll do better than 95. 73 for this 30-man Battle Royal. Battle Royals never really go that well. 73 it is! There you go. Finally, I got one right. Colt Cabana's gimmick is getting stale. Okay. Del Rio seemed off his game. Drew McIntyre really off his game. Cody Rhodes got the win, though. We had Shane McMahon as a bit of a surprise in there. Ted, Drew are in there with Shane in the final four, with Cody winning. Truth got the most eliminations. Alright, the first match of the main show. Batista and Mysterio versus the Machine Guns. God, this could be really good. I'm going to say 94. No. I'm going to say 96. 96 for the next one. I'm going high. I'm going high. 96 for Batista, Mysterio vs. Machine Guns. Let's take a look. 97! Well, you'll take that. God, that's good. That's really good. Batista and Ray, great chemistry, as does Machine Guns. Ray 100, Batista. Batista 97. Out of everyone, Batista putting up the numbers. Shelley 94, Sabin 92. Machine Guns win the World Tag Team titles. New champs. That might be the theme of tonight's show. New champions. There you go. 97. Big, big match. Batista definitely had to step up there. Next up, AJ Lee versus Karma versus Belina versus Maurice. Before we get there, we have a Triple H promo of 89. For this women's match, it's hard to predict the women. They can go really good or really, really bad. Well, not really bad, but a bit disappointing or really good. I'm gonna say 80. AJ Lee's involved, which will drag it down, I would assume. But I'll say 81. 81 for the women. We'll go a little bit higher than I thought. 81. Let's take a look. The women's match, 79. So not too far off the mark I was, but 79 in the end. AJ obviously did bring it back down a bit. 55 her performance. Karma, my God, this is why she's the champion. 90. Melina 75. Maurice 71. 79 overall. Not bad. Next up is Bobby Roode versus Seth Rollins in a last man standing match. I think that match will be good. They had a promo that's going to help 90 to get a bit more heat. Okay, this match. Ooh. Two guys with around mid-70 popularity. Let's not forget about that. I'll say they'll hit 86. I'd love for it to hit at 90, but I don't think it will. Despite a good promo here. I'm going to say 86. Let's go for it. Let's see. Rollins versus Rude. 85. 85. So, Bobby Roode got the win thanks to Kevin Nash running in and attacking Seth Rollins. So what the deal will be, Kevin Nash was hired, paid by Bobby Roode to attack Rollins. And Nash is going to act as Roode's enforcer or bodyguard for a little bit until he eventually stops paying him, because he's going to realize that Nash wasn't worth the money, but he did get him the win here. So there you go. Nash running, yes, that was risky. Yes, running in. I think he was more of a fast walk, like a big angrily stroll to the ring rather than a run. How do we know if a superstar will be off his game? I've got no idea. I have no idea. The next legitimate match is Brock Lesnar versus John Morrison. So get your predictions ready for that one. But we do have some segments before that. Post-match celebration between Nash and Roode, 86. That will probably help Kevin Nash's popularity out a bit, that segment, as will Bobby Roode's. Should improve quite a bit. Then we had the Hardy Compound match. So, yeah, Simon Dean Powerwalk, you're damn right. That's exactly what I'm thinking. The Hardy Compound match, the US title on the line, I suppose. We want it to be. Ziggler, Swagger, Hardy, and Masters. I mean, it's an angle. It's not actually a match, so God knows how it's going to do. So let's take a look. 88 in the end. So Matt Hardy technically won. Bit hard to do these types of things, but you can kind of do it on the game. And yeah, 88 there for it. Next is Morrison and Lesnar. We've got a hype video of 93. That's promising. Morrison Lesnar. Well, last time Lesnar was a bit rusty. Let's hope that's not the case. Morrison does pull off the big performances in big matchups. He's had some 100 rateds. I'm going to say 95. I'm a little bit worried about Brock, but I think we'll get a 95 here. That's a good hype video, though, so the storyline might be pretty solid. I'd love to get 100, but I'm going to say 95. It's going to be 97. Wow. Lesnar, 89. Morrison, 92. 97. Brock Lesnar got the win. He used a foreign object, so he cheated to win. 97 in the end. Doesn't say anything about Lesnar being rusty. That's good. Oh, never mind. It's right there, Brendan. Have a look. Lesnar was rusty. So if Lesnar doesn't get rusty, if he gets, his groove back, what's his performances going to be? Is he going to be able to hit those 95s? Is he going to be a lot better than what he's doing right now? How big of a penalty is he getting? But 97, that's a freaking good match. I'm happy about that. Rusty or no, I mean, God, he's going to be good when he's not rusty. Next up is the six-pack challenge. Kennedy, let's see if I get this right. Kennedy, MVP, Jericho, Big Show, Sheamus, Kofi Kingston. And did I say them all? I feel like I'm forgetting one, but Big Show, same. Yeah, you know who's in it. That's next. Cena hyping up his match with Orton. And then we have the six-pack challenge hype video, 88. How's a wrestler get rusty? Lesnar has only had 3 matches in like 3 years. That's how he's rusty. He hasn't had many matches. Six-pack challenge. I think this will be good. I don't think it's going to hit 100 or anything like that, because it is a six-pack match, a six-man match rather. But I definitely believe this could be like a 94, 95. So I will stick with 94 for this one, the six-pack challenge. Let's take a look. Wow. God, I was freaking wrong, dude. ECW. This is the sleeper brand right now, ECW. This is the sleeper brand because We've been talking about how great Morrison and Orton and Cena and all these guys are, but ECW are here right now killing it. Every single person in this match hit 90 or better. What in the hell? Jericho 93. Sheamus 92. Kingston, Big Show, MVP 91. Kennedy, the best in the match, 94. Jericho wins the ECW title. He pinned the Big Show to do it. No, he pinned MVP, never mind. I thought it was meant to be the Big Show, but whatever. Wow. 99, dude. That is nuts. There you go. That probably could have main evented. And that might be the best match we have tonight. Next is Miz and Joe. Good luck following this match. Good luck to him. Hype video for it. Wow. Kennedy has been really good. He's not a great in-ring performer, realistically, but he performs really well in this game, actually. That's right. Don't sleep on ECW. Do not sleep on them. They are killing it. Joe and Miz has really good heat. They had the highest heat out of all our storylines. Probably not anymore because it's lost a bit of heat here, but I still think they'll pull off a good one. I think they'll hit 90. Let's take a look. 88. There you go. So not quite 90, but 88 in the end. Joe, 87. The Miz, 87. That's pretty good. 88 in the end. Can't complain, can you? Cannot complain. Yeah, so both guys pulled out a pretty good performance. And Joe got the IC title back with a surprise roll-up. So he got the better of the Miz. It was actually a steel cage, I believe. It was meant to be. I think it was. Yeah. To keep Alex Riley out. Next match, Undertaker and CM Punk. God knows how that's going to go. 88 for the hype video. Now, I would have liked to have done some special entrances and things like that, but didn't have any time to do it. Punk and The Undertaker. Well, Punk is the best guy we've got on the roster. Undertaker has been able to pull off some big matches in the past. Can he do it again? CM Punk and The Undertaker, I think they're going to fall short. I think they're going to get 99. I'm going to go with the 99. I'm going to go with 99. I'd like to be wrong. Here we go. Punk and Taker. No! 94! No! I guess the storyline heat, we tried to salvage it. We just couldn't get there, I suppose. Punk 100. Taker 92. 94. Man, this was going to be perhaps our main event of SummerSlam. This is going to be one of our big marquee matches. Yeah, low heat. And Undertaker is declining a bit. Bit of stamina worries too. Ah. Damn, they had good chemistry too. Like, that's the thing. Punk 100, Taker 92, 94 in the end. It's still a good match. Just not what we were hoping for. Next, we're going to go to our other screenshot. Next is Homicide RVD, I believe. Yeah, Homicide RVD should be next. This is a Extreme Rules match, about 16 minutes long. So it's a hardcore variation of a match, so it's hard to really get a bit of an idea what it could be. I'll say 83. I don't know. Broken Dynasty, thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Appreciate you, man. For some reason, my alerts are down. They're not working tonight. Don't know why. I'll have to fix that, but thank you for the subscribe, man. Really, really appreciate that. Okay, I said 83. You guys all saying 90s or so. I could be off the mark here. I'll say 83. I'm hope to be wrong. 81. Homicide wins back the ECW Hardcore title. Give it back to him. RVD had a nice little, nostalgia reign, I guess. RVD 75. Homicide 88. Not even Homicide could carry RVD to a big one there. Next, Edge versus Triple H. Yeah, RVD hasn't been the best for a while now. He's, is what it is. But he, was he on the drugs tonight? Yes. RVD on the drugs. Well, it makes it hard. Like, what can you do with a guy who's on freaking drugs all the time? Like, I think RVD, honestly, I'd like to see RVD head back to TNA. Honestly, I'd probably be happy for him to go. Anyways, Edge versus Triple H. 89 for the hype video. I'm worried about Triple H. I think he'll only hit an 89. Edge, though, I think will hit 100 or very close to. Is that enough to pull Triple H up there with him and get this match to 100? I hope so. I don't think so, though. I think they're going to get 98. I'm going to go with a 98. You should have had Christian botch interfere. Probably should have, yeah. Should have had Christian get involved somehow to get him on the card. You guys thinking maybe 96? Alright. Edge and Triple H. Wow. 91. Oof. Far out. Okay. Wow. Low storyline hit in the end. Triple H declining a bit as well. Yikes. Well, it's not giving me a lot of hope for the main event. Broken Dynasty told you would do it if you hope honestly stop watching wrestling, but watching Universe might bring me back. So thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate that so much. I'm glad I can do something for you, man. Glad you're enjoying the Universe mode stuff. Oh my god. Alright, Edge. Edge and Triple H. Like I said, I basically called it. Triple H probably high 80s, low 90s. Edge maybe nearly 100, high 90s. I called it, but I thought maybe the storyline would drag it up. Instead, it probably dragged it down. Okay. Next is Henry and Kane. No hype video for this one. This is just a car crash. Who freaking knows where this is going to go? Do you have a celebrity on stage? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I think this match will hit 87. Actually, Kane's involved. 84. We'll go 84. $76. 12-minute match. Kane getting tired towards the end. We've got to fix that. He's not getting tired towards the end after 12 minutes in 2011. Fuck. 76. We've been building to this for a long time. Alright. We tried to make him go all out. They couldn't do it. Alright. Well, main event time. Can we pick the mood up a bit? Can we get something on the board? We've had some good matches earlier on the card. ECW should have been the top guys. Should have been in the top spot. But can Raw save it? Michaels. Big match Shawn. Big match John. Randy, Shawn Michaels, he's the Mr. Main Event. He's Mr. 100. He's had 100 after 100. Randy Orton's had all these hundreds. John Cena has been incredible. Can we finally hit the 100? I believe we're going to do it. Can we get some hundreds in the chat? Let me get some hundreds. Let's see it. Let's get the big one. Gets 90. Don't say that. Kira, don't say that. We've got to get the 100. We've got to have some positive vibes here. Come on. Michaels, Cena, Orton. Let's see it. 99. Nearly. Cena, 96. Randy, 100. Shawn Michaels, 90. John Cena wins the World Heavyweight Championship. He pinned Shawn Michaels to do it. Cena's the new champion. Orton loses the belt. 99 rated. God, so close. Well, what did we get overall? That's the next question. How did we do overall? Did we get a 100 rated show? I don't think we really deserve it. Shawn on the decline, dragging it. Yeah, Shawn's definitely declining badly. We've made Shawn a part-timer because of it. I don't think we deserve a 100 rated show, but we may get it just because of the celeb factor and all that crap. I think we deserve probably a 97, 98 show, but let's have a look. There you go, 100 rated show. So yeah, we put the band and all that on there. Get you 100. So, well, Randy killed it tonight. Great performance. Who else had to take a loss that wasn't happy about? Batista, we better make him happy. And Mr. Kennedy, what a performance. Praise him. 100 rated for SummerSlam. Yep. There we go. 100 bits for the 100 rated show. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. I really like that emote you've got there. I've got to get one of those. Alright. Here we go. Ooh, some stuff to look at. Bobby Fish, New Japan offering him a deal. Just a touring deal, that's fine. Tajiri's been given an offer. Just a touring deal. Tajiri should probably take the deal, because I'm not giving him a new one. Well, Noah's giving him more money. So, Tajiri, he'll be fine without us. He's got a few offers coming his way. Triple H building a clique between Shane McMahon and Batista. Oh boy. 3.17 buy rate. That's pretty big. That's actually really big. Contracts. Wade Barrett sticking around. RVD. God, what do we do with RVD? We put him into rehab. It didn't work. He just wants to keep on smoking the 420. I don't know. We let him go. I mean, it's a bit rough to let him go, but we'll find him. Apparently improved his behavior. We'll see. So the buy rate was actually 1.5 million buys. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, that makes you a bit of money, doesn't it? Yeah, 9 million. So there we go. SummerSlam's in the books. New month. Any new workers? I don't see any, but we'll narrow it down, make it a bit easier. No new workers. But SummerSlam, finally we've got there. Finally we've done it. We've done it, finally. If he goes high again, just fire him. It's not worth it anymore. Probably, yeah. I think that's his last chance. One more time, I'm going to let him go. TNA can have him back. Because we could have someone else take his spot and do better. Well, that being said, I think we'll leave it there, folks. Thank you very much for coming out to the stream. Thank you to our donators. Thank you to our new subscribers. You guys are all amazing. One big freaking stream. All done. All done. And next time, for this playthrough, it will be Guilty as Charged and Night of Champions. Apparently we have an ECW pay-per-view in a week. That's not happening. We'll be cancelling that one. We'll cancel that right now. We need some time to build. But we'll leave it with that. Thank you for